You were always the quiet one, Nora, he said, almost chuckling. Quiet women get erased in there. My lawyer will dismantle yours in 10 minutes. Lila tilted her head, letting the pendant catch the overhead light again. That was when my attorney stepped forward. Evelyn Parrish, 68, silver hair in a low knot, voice like slow-rolling thunder, didn't raise her tone. She simply asked me, "Do you have the portfolio?" I looked straight at Marcus. "Right here," I answered. "Every page we prepared." Evelyn nodded once, then addressed him with the calm of someone who'd seen 1,000 bluffs collapse. "Then you might want to steady yourself. Today is going to be clarifying." Marcus gave a short bark of laughter. He had no clue the clarification was already in motion. Nora Ellis had never demanded the spotlight. She built the scaffolding that kept everything from falling apart. For 12 years she worked invisibly, freelance financial analysis for boutique investment groups, all managed from the sunroom desk. Marcus introduced her at gatherings as the one who keeps the lights on at home, the phrase delivered with a fond, dismissive smile. In reality, Nora was the reason their credit remained flawless, their taxes error-free, their emergency fund intact. She was the one who caught overcharges, optimized deductions, and tracked every cent so the lifestyle he flaunted never cracked. Marcus mistook her efficiency for absence. When he began returning at 1 a.m. with unfamiliar lipstick on his collar, she registered it. When luxury charges appeared in destinations he claimed he'd never visited, she noted them. When conversation dwindled to logistics, she observed. She didn't confront. She catalogued. It started on a damp October afternoon. Marcus had draped his wool coat over the banister. Nora, from years of habit, checked the pockets before sending it to the tailor. Her fingers found a slim receipt. A bespoke jeweler on Madison Avenue. $9,400. Timestamp, 4:12 p.m., the exact hour he'd messaged he was stuck in negotiations. She sat on the stairs, receipt in hand, heart steady as a metronome. That evening she opened her tablet. Lila Grant, his new project coordinator, had posted a carousel, rooftop bar, city lights, wrist adorned with an emerald and diamond drop. Caption, "Living the dream." Nora didn't weep. She opened her spreadsheet software. She titled the file alignment. Inside, joint accounts, credit cards, ACH transfers. She downloaded 3 years of statements. The map was clear: spa weekends, designer handbags, private charters, all during regional conferences. Then the casino wires, 6- and 7-figure sums to offshore gaming platforms, always following large commission checks. Most devastating, the lake house purchase. Nora had inherited $510,000 from her mother. Marcus persuaded her to deposit it into his investment account for streamlined closing. Every dollar had gone directly to the realtor. None of it originated from him. Mortgage payments followed the pattern. Nora wired her share each month. Marcus executed the final transfer and accepted the praise. By week 4, Nora didn't have rage. She had precision. And precision is patient. She selected Evelyn Parrish because the attorney still took handwritten notes and believed in overwhelming evidence over theatrics. When Nora placed her 4-inch binder on the conference table, Evelyn read in silence for nearly an hour. Then she looked up. "You're not here for vengeance," she said. "You're here for accuracy." Nora nodded. "We allow him to overplay," Evelyn advised. "We let him boast. When he's loudest, we deliver the quiet fact." Hearing day arrived. Marcus entered like a conquering general, Lila on his arm, both radiating victory. His counsel opened with the standard story: Marcus, the rainmaker; Nora, the supportive spouse who reaped the rewards of his ambition. Marcus sat back, arms crossed, certain. Then Evelyn rose. "Your Honor," she began, "this matter is resolved by documentation, not narrative." She opened with the lake house, inheritance transfer, exact sum, date-stamped wire, closing deed in Marcus's name alone. Marcus's shoulders tightened. Next, the monthly mortgage wires, every one from Nora's separate checking account. His attorney attempted to object. Evelyn continued without pause. Then the expenditures, $214,000 in luxury travel, jewelry, and gifts, all traced to Lila Grant. Transaction photos matched Lila's social media posts to the second. Finally, the gambling, $461,000 in documented transfers to unlicensed platforms, synchronized with Marcus's quarterly payouts. Evelyn presented the timeline like a forensic autopsy. The room grew quiet enough to hear the clock tick. Marcus's face turned ashen. Evelyn concluded with the unreported income, client fees diverted through intermediary accounts, untaxed, siphoned for personal use. We are not requesting criminal proceedings today, she stated. But the court must acknowledge the systematic dissipation of marital assets and the misrepresentation of financial contribution. Marcus's lawyer shuffled documents, suddenly voiceless. The judge recessed. When she returned, her tone was measured. The lake house is confirmed as separate property of Nora Ellis. Mr. Reed is ordered to reimburse Mrs. Ellis for half of all established dissipated assets, $337,800. The sports coupe remains with Mr. Reed, together with its remaining financing. Each ruling landed like a lock turning. In the corridor, Lila waited. When she saw Marcus's expression, her composure shattered. You said we'd be fine, she snapped. You promised security. Marcus had no response. She turned and left without a glance. As Nora passed him, Marcus caught her elbow. How much did you know? He whispered. She looked at his hand, then at his eyes. I did what I've always done, she said evenly. I balanced the books. She stepped into the January cold. The sky was slate, but it no longer weighed. It opened. Evelyn clasped her shoulder on the steps. Most litigants let bitterness cloud the case, she said. You let the records speak. Nora smiled, small, certain. Figures don't require volume. They only require accuracy. She walked to her car alone, but not hollow. The keys to the lake house were hers. The quiet waiting inside was hers. The scales were level. This is what true reckoning looks like. Not rage. Not spectacle. Just meticulous, unrelenting truth, delivered the moment the other side believes they've already triumphed. If this stayed with you, drop a comment and tell me where you're tuning in from. I read them all. And if you want more stories of silent strength rewriting the ending, subscribe. Because sometimes the most powerful statement isn't shouted. It's tallied, line by line, until the balance can no longer be denied.